Hello students. Dear children, for class 10, I am regularly trying to upload my such videos which can give you the explanation related to your literature chapters. Because this session, due to a change into the syllabus and a small change into the pattern of question paper also, you are more dependent onto the literature, as the portion of literature would be more in your question paper. Soon I'll try to update the question paper also to you, so that you can understand the changes of the question paper also. Children, today we are going to begin with a fresh chapter, a new chapter from your literature book, and the name of the chapter is Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela is the name, and this name has created the history. It has a special impact and mark in the history. How? This I am going to explain you through the story. Nelson Mandela starts his story when he was to become the first president of a democratic non-racial government which was to be formed in South Africa. To understand this, let us go a little back and understand few things. Things that in South Africa there was the supremacy of the white people, and the white people were ruling the country. They never allowed these black people to be in any kind of government, or they were not even giving them equal rights also. Due to this policy, that the same country was divided into two groups, one for the white and one for the black people. White people were overruling. They were the one who were living there with the freedom. But whereas on the other hand, the black people were suffering through a lot. They were under the stress. They were pressurized. They were living under the impression of white people. No equal rights were given. So after a struggle of many years, after a struggle of getting their freedom, getting liberty, for getting independence in their own country, the feelings of Nelson Mandela have been described into this chapter. Because the very first note which begins the chapter is the time when this person, Nelson Mandela, was to be given the opportunity to become the first president in that country. He was about to create such a government which has no racial discrimination, which has no color discrimination, and which will have democracy for all with equal rights to all the people living in the same country. He talks about the morning, very important morning, a life-changing morning into his life. It was 10th May 1994. It was a clear, bright day. He was overwhelmed with the emotions of not only winning, in fact, for getting independence. The emotions were fair because now he will be able to bring equality. He will be able to bring peace and liberty for everybody in the country. Many leaders have given the sacrifice of their life, have given the sacrifice of being away from the families, and many leaders were working for the struggle and fight of getting independence for them. They wanted to pay respect to a new democratic country, to the new democratic government. Thus, today there was a large gathering. a large gathering out of the world. So many leaders out of the world were called today so that everybody could be the part of this, everybody could enjoy this ceremony, everybody could become a live evidence of enjoying the pleasure of the first democratic supremacy, first democratic country in South Africa. Fine. Now we are going to discuss that how Nelson Mandela has described his words, his feelings to us for that day. He says, the oath ceremony took place in the Union Building. First of all, Mr. De Klerk was sworn in as the second deputy president. First he came to give his speech, and then Thabo Mbeki was sworn in as the first deputy president, second deputy president, then the first deputy president, and then came the turn of Nelson Mandela as the deputy president, as the president of the country. Mandela's turn came and he came onto the stage. He eagerly took an oath. The complete oath has been described in the chapter very well. He came on the stage and he was about to speak. He took the oath, and the most important sentence which was told by him into the oath was that let freedom regain, God bless Africa. And into his speech, what points he has included, I want to discuss them all with you. In his speech, he was really thankful to the gathering who was gathered there. He paid a tribute to all those soldiers, all those fighters, all those supremacies who have given their lives for the freedom which today he was about to get. Not only this, he said that today I feel really sad that all those people who have sacrificed their lives are not here to visualize this important scene, to be the part of this particular time when I am forming such a government which they dreamed of. Why he was feeling that sad? Because the people who were struggling from years, the people who were fighting for this freedom were not present today to see that their hard work has got the results and they were able to get something. They were able to form that government which they was dreaming for. Right? He also discussed into his speech that now I am going to form such kind of a democratic country which will have no discrimination. Everybody would be treated equally. The liberty would be given same for all, and there will be no discrimination of the color, no discrimination on any kind of basis. Moreover, it was very disheartening for him that till now they were only discriminated because they belonged to black community, and white people were able to overpower them because they were the one who felt as they are only the supreme leaders of the country. Into his speech, he has very beautifully described that I am overwhelming today. I am very happy to say that now this country will not going to have any discrimination. And he finally came and thanked everybody. After that, in the chapter further, he will going to describe the pains and suffering which the people were facing from years. Children, just try to read the speech which is given by the Nelson Mandela into your book, right? And then the rest of the part of the chapter I'll explain you tomorrow. Thank you.